Well, hello there. I think overall the Casio ABL100 is an absolutely fantastic watch, a real triumph from Casio, and there's many things to absolutely adore about this watch, but there are just a few things that really do drive me mad about this watch and that do really somewhat spoil the experience for me. So that's what I wanted to look at in this video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Am I just being a douchebag, or do you agree with the little niggles on this otherwise amazing watch? So like I said, there's a lot to love about this watch. I really like the way it looks. It's kind of like an updated A168, and I love that it's slightly bigger lug to lug, but that it's significantly slimmer than the A168. This watch just wears so well. It's got some great features. The main ones for me being that because it's a Bluetooth paired watch, I know that the time is always accurate, pinpoint to the second on this watch, and I love that about it. And it's got some other features, some fairly standard, like a stopwatch, but this stopwatch is far too overcomplicated for me. There's an extra page in there with your stopwatch recordings. I don't use that. Other people may do. That's fair enough. That isn't one of the things that really bugs me. Countdown timer, I do really like having a countdown timer and use that quite often on my watches that have that. You got dual time, and you got multiple alarms. Again, I don't use this. I use my phone as my alarm clock, but you know, you got multiple alarms on there. And I just love the way this watch looks and wears. I love this strap, like a flattened grains of rice strap there, just beautiful, catches the light really nicely. It's wonderful, beautiful watch, and I've had this for just coming up 2 years. I believe my review on YouTube was the first or second one that was ever posted about this watch, and when I first got this watch I wore it constantly. It was the only watch I wore for about sort of a year and a half, maybe, pretty much the only watch I wore. I just loved it, but there are a few things that just drive me mad about it, honestly, and have kind of greatly reduce the amount of times I choose it. The first problem with this is the size of the digits. They're just too small. It's a standard F91W that I'm wearing today, and the digits are smaller on the ABL100. Let's compare it to an A158. The digits are already smaller than some watches on the likes of this. They're even smaller on this watch. That's just annoying. You've got a larger screen area but smaller digits. Really frustrating. And that ties in with one of the other problems, this use of this screen real estate. It's completely wasted. This bar at the top here, a couple of different functions for this. If you have it on the other mode, it'll show you your step count. I'll come to that later. But on this mode, you've got this bar that counts along, adds another little grey or black block every 3 seconds. That serves absolutely no purpose whatsoever. I've got the seconds here. Don't need this daft bar along the top. It just takes up valuable room on the screen. Get rid. The next thing that really winds me up about this watch is the date format. This watch is set for year, month and date, which is, I believe, the Asian format, and I've had other comments from people saying that this is the correct way. The dates should all be like this, because if you're saving files and things, it alphabetizes. I don't know. Maybe there is a correct date format the way it should be, but I do not give a flying monkeys about that. I've been brought up in the UK and I'm used to day, month, year as my format. That's what I'm used to, and so every time I go to put this watch on after I've been wearing another watch that doesn't have this date format, it confuses me and it throws me out every time. If I'm just wearing this watch or another watch that's got the date in this format, you soon do get used to it really quickly. I don't just wear the same watch generally. I like to alternate. I've got loads of watches. Every time I put this one back on, this just just for a tiny amount of time, it confuses me every time. I have to write down the date a lot, every day, multiple times when I'm at work, and a quick glance at my watch on something like this, I know it's the 5th. On this, I'm looking towards the 26th of the 7th. Oh no, it just for a little short period of time confuses me. It's dead confusing. And what actually frustrates me most is that on some Casios you've got the ability to change the date format, so you can swap it round and have it day, month, year, whatever. You can change it, and on this watch you can't. Casio have left the facility to change the date format out, and I just think that is absolutely infuriating. It drives me mad. You'll not hear me slag Casio off in many of my videos. I love Casio. That just drives me mental. So all these things that I really dislike about this watch are to do with the screen. Let's just go back to, I've got another A158 here, look. You've got all this larger screen, but the digits are smaller, it's more cramped up. It's just, why? Try to cram more in and it just fails. Yeah, all right, it's handy having the day of the week on there sometimes. You can do that quite easily just with 2 letters. Do I actually need the year on there? Well, no, I don't. The only time I would ever need the year displaying on my watch is if I'm in some kind of Terminator style time travelling scenario, and I'm not sure that this watch would auto set the year to keep up with whichever time travelling zone I was in anyway. Just take that off there, you don't need it on there, it's confusing. Same with the month, I don't really ever forget what month I'm in. Jeez, I haven't been in a coma or anything. So just have the date. The day of the month on there, and I've just come to realise that all this extra info on there, it's not needed. The actual perfect watch display for a digital watch is this. It's already on the F91s, the A158, the A168. It's already on all these other older, cheaper Casio watches. You've got the time, the seconds, the day of the month, day of the week, and then these other tiny little indicators on there. That's all I need at a quick glance. Don't need all this. What a waste of this larger screen. Really frustrating. Nobody's eyes are getting any younger. Don't make the digits smaller, for the love of heck. And then the last thing, this is just a pet peeve of mine, and I know a lot of people have said they do like this feature, but the step counter, that's just nonsense. I don't want a step counter on my watch. Seriously, please. I want my watch to tell me the time, and it's really nice and handy to have a couple of extra helpful features like a stopwatch and a countdown timer. A step counter, no. You see, you've got it on there. I don't want my watch telling me to get off my fat lazy arse. You know what I mean? I had an Apple Watch and I sold it because it's nonsense. I just want my watch to tell me the time. So all that nonsense, it can go. But, you know, I do know a lot of you guys really like the step counter. It's not for me at all. So, as I said at the start of this video, there are many great things I really love about this watch. It's really nice looking and functional within its limitations, and those things that I talked about just drive me mad. The smaller digits, the poorly used screen real estate, this pointless bar at the top taking up space, the non-changeable Asian date format. Oh, come on guys, a simple little software addition would allow me to change that, like on some of your other watches. Or just get rid altogether and have the same info displayed on there, make it slightly bigger, you've got the room, and then just the step counter nonsense, just take that off there, mate, honestly. I don't need that. I don't want a smartwatch. So yeah, it's a bit yin and yang for me, this watch. Love the way it looks, love the way it wears, love that it's pinpoint accurate. Don't love those things that I've moaned about in this video. But what do you think? First world problems, I guess, innit? But you know, just wanted to have a little rant about that after having this watch for coming up for just about 2 years. What do you think, guys? Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next vid. If you did get any enjoyment out of this one, I hope you'll consider subscribing, because it really helps to give me inspiration to make more vids. And I hope to see you in the next one. See you later. Ta-ra for now.